Hi everyone, this is Don Hayes, and we're going to go to the next portion of session 1, which is importing a product from using the STN Import Tool. Let's get started. Now, what we did in the previous little segment of the session 1 was we created a product from scratch, the medieval castle, which took quite a bit of time. Not too much, but it did take time, and we also, prior to that, we also relied on that I had images available to create this product from scratch and the description and everything else already there. What we're going to do now is we're going to use another tool that we have available to you through the site, which is the STN Import Tool, and that you can get to by being logged in on the back end of your site, and you'll see that there's the STN Import Tool component here, as well as if you go to the components in the drop-down, Product Importer, STN Database Importer. If you're a Learning Express store, there would be another importer tool here that's for the Learning Express database and your SSIMs, or I think it expands a little bit past the SSIMs to the corporate product listing or products that are deemed the products to use when you open up a new store. But they're the same tool, so let's click on the STN Import Tool to get started. Clicking on that will bring something up that's similar to what the new inline editor and where you go to create a new product like we just saw, which is a listing of all the different products. But the important thing here is that it's not a listing of the products that's in your shopping cart. Well, it is, but this is a listing of all the products that are in the STN database. So we have quite a few products. We have 60-something thousand products in our STN database from many different brands or manufacturers. And what we're going to do in today's session is we're going to talk about, 1, how to import a product, and 2, how to manage our mapping. And that's basically where we're going to stop from. The new feature that will be coming shortly is the CSV importer, where you can upload a CSV file with UPCs and then your item number and your price and your inventory, and it'll just bring those all into your shopping cart for you as opposed to the individual click. But we're a ways away from that. But I just wanted to give a little teaser here, and we'll update the training session once we get that guy in there. So I'm going to right now, just to show you how quickly we could do this, I'm going to look for a Melissa and Doug product. So in the brand field, just like the inline editor, I'm going to type in Melissa, and you'll see that it kind of gives you a hint. So yeah, let's go to Melissa and Doug products. And then what it does is it filters. These are all filter. All of these guys here, you can filter in any of these, and it'll filter out what's available in the products. So then this is listing out all the Melissa and Doug products. Now what you could do is put in that SKU for Melissa and Doug product, and it would then filter and find that product there. If we go a little bit down the list, you'll see that this button here, the import button, these products have not been imported into our site, so we're going to import them now. Or at least a couple of the products. And let's say that I have these products in my store in inventory, or maybe I've ordered them from Melissa and Doug and they're just not here yet, but I have them in my POS system. But I want to get those products on my website, so then when my inventory gets updated and I receive those products in my store, that the website will reflect that and then just show those products as well the next time I do my update from my point of sale system to the website. So I'm going to add these 3 musical products. I'm going to first add the Making Music Kazoo, the wooden kazoo by Melissa and Doug. Clicking on the import button, you'll see that you get a pop-up, and you'll see that you've got a short description. You have a SKU, which is the manufacturer number, and then we have like a code that we put at the beginning of it. At this time, the main thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to change this SKU to be your SKU from your point of sale system, the one that you use to sync them up to identify them between the two. So I'm going to say in my point of sale system, this SKU is say 2000324, whatever. So, and then you'll see that there's a name. Now this is the name that was provided to us by Melissa and Doug for this product. You might want to expand upon this and maybe adjust your name for your website to make it a bit more search friendly. Like kazoo is very search friendly. Everybody knows if they search for kazoo, they'll get it. But maybe you want to put a little bit more description in there. Maybe say wooden kazoo. or wooden child's kazoo. Not that there's anything that's an adult kazoo, but anyway, you get the point that I'm trying to make, is that you can at this point change the name to maybe better suit you, or better meet your needs, or maybe help you in your online marketing. And it's always good to kind of proof the descriptions. You'll see that this one here has got a little bit of typo stuff in it. Again, this is the description provided to us by the manufacturer. So kind of proof those out. You can at this point also, if you see there's some empty fields and you want to expand upon those, you can. You can enter in keywords. You can adjust the full description to give it more detail. Attributes, really this product doesn't require attributes. Features, you'll see that the ages came in for this product, but they didn't provide a gender, so maybe at this time you could go, oh, there's a gender for both. And there are no choking hazards that were provided to us, but maybe you know differently. At this time you could say, oh no, this is a choking hazard product. Click on the small parts, choking hazard. Fundamental, I would say that it's got, since we're dealing with musical, let's say creative play, lots of thought, language development, I'd say creative play maybe, and independent play. Doesn't require batteries, so you could actually say none required if you wanted to. Now again, this is optional, but it's just, this is the information that gets displayed to the consumer when they're trying to make those decisions. Related products, you could then at this point display related products and say, I'm looking for musical category. And you'll see musical toys, and at this time you could say, oh yeah, no, I want this guy to be related, this guy to be related, yes, the 6-string guitar, so on and so forth. You step to the next one, and yes, the tunable drum related. Again, this is a new addition, the management of it, so it's a little bit slicker, nicer. You can also search by SKU. Maybe you're just looking for Melissa and Doug items, and you know what that is. So then we can go on to the next one. You'll see that it was brought into a category, and we'll go over the mapper in just a bit that assigns this to musical toys. Maybe you also want to assign it to other categories at this time. You could say other, or it's a great party supply, anything of that nature. You can add more categories in if you want to. You also have the ability to select just the ones, see which ones you have selected, because you may have like 100 categories, but you only want to see what you currently have selected. Do that, or you can look for a category if you know one specifically you're looking for. Packaging, you'll see that they did bring in the dimensions and weight for us. Melissa and Doug provided that to us. And again, I'll go over these features a little bit later, but it does allow you to do a shipping override, or say that shipping on this product is going to be like $0. It's free shipping if you wanted to, up to so many quantities of free. If we go down below too, you'll see that there's the images were brought in. Now these images are being brought in from the Specialty Toys Network database of products. These images were provided to us by Melissa and Doug. So these images will display on your website on the front end, but you could at this time add another image, or maybe add a video from your video library or YouTube, YouTube channel of you playing the kazoo, demonstrating it, or somebody else, or anything of that nature, and maybe add an attachment, anything like that. Now at this time also, I'm going to go ahead and say this is my thumbnail image, so I'm going to heart it. Now again, this is optional because it will use probably this one by default, but you could do that. Also, you could say, you know what, I don't want to show the product in the package, so I'm going to unpublish it, and then it becomes unpublished, and it won't display. I'm going to go ahead and publish it back. So that's basically it. You could also say at this time, gift wrapping, maybe give it a discount if you want to. Is it a on special product? Any of these things. Oh, let's go ahead and add our stock. I've got 6 in stock, and I'm not going to do anything with search ranking yet. I'll show you how that works. And let's import the product. Now that product was imported. It's a kazoo. So let's go to the front end of the website and let's search for kazoo. You'll see, oh, there's wooden kazoo already with our, hint selector. So go, and it's right there. There we go. Currently in stock, our information, UPC, fundamentals that we chose. Here are the related products that I chose to be related to it. and shipping information, standard shipping. Again, we'll go over more of this. I didn't do the override. I could do the override and make it free or make it a set price. Maybe this is only going to cost you don't want to use the shipping calculator on this one. This one has a set value. And again, we'll go into more detail on the shipping stuff. But in a sense, that's how fast you can import a product. So I'm going to do the rest of these really fast so you can see me do it again. And here I'm going to call this wooden recorder just because I want to. I think wooden is a great definer for it, and also I think other people would like that more. Enter my inventory, my starting inventory. Change this SKU to be the SKU that's in my POS. That's the item, the SKU, the item number that's in my POS that I'm going to use to sync up. And then I can just go ahead and say save. I could also go to related products again and say, actually let's set this, reset it, refresh it, and there's the wooden kazoo, and I want that one. And then go back to my category, and it's musical toys, and say import. That one's imported. Import the next one. Again, I've got starting out with 6. That's how many I got from Melissa and Doug just now, or I just got from Melissa and Doug. Enter my item number from my POS to sync it up, and look at everything else. Just kind of proof quickly. Both, again, like I said before, I'm just trying to show you how quick and easy it is. Yes, allow gift wrapping on this product, import. So I just imported these 3 products on the website. I'll go to the front end and look for it now. And there it is. Again, very fast to use the import tool. The next thing we're going to talk about on the import tool is the import mapping. And the import mapping is a mapping device used to map categories from the STN database to your database, as well as the manufacturers or brands from the STN database to your database or your products. Now, and as soon as I get done with this, I'm going to import a brand or manufacturer of a product that we don't have in the STN Import Tool, or the database that's mapped to your store, or to this training store, I should say. If you notice that you can say do active play is assigned to active play, arts and crafts assigned to arts and crafts. Now these are the categories on this website, the training website, or would represent your website. So again, you'll see bath toys assigned to there. And I'll go over into more of this when we get into categories. Just like when I get into manufacturers, I'll get more into this. But this is the tool that you can use, like Activa products. This is a manufacturer that's in the STN database. These are all the STN product or manufacturers in the database here. And you'll see that these are all the ones that are on the current shopping cart, the training cart, or would be on your shopping cart. So you can step through those and map them if you want to. Again, we'll go into more details on the manufacturers and the mapping tool, as well as the categories and category tools in the next, and then one of the next following videos, training session videos. So let's go ahead and go back into STN products. And that's pretty much it for this video session, or I should say this portion of session 1, shopping cart training. Now there's one quick more thing that I wanted to show you as far as this. I want to reinforce this, is that if you go to the product editor and shopping cart like we did in the first video, you'll see that here are the products that we just added. Let's say you wanted to change the inventory for these 3. Say you just received them and you really received 12 instead of 6. Selecting them all and then changing the inventory here in this inline, hitting save, will set them all to 12. This is also a handy tool as well if you want to get into changing multiple settings like gift wrapping or discounts or anything like that from this inline editor. And again, I'll go into more details on that in a video session, or segment here right following. So that's it for importing a product from the STN database.